Hello guys, I am broadcasting and it's not raining right now, but there is a big cloud in the sky. So I might need to end this short if it starts raining. But for now, I just wanted to share what some of our solutions are, and I actually have a great idea as well that I wanted to share with you. So first of all, I just wanted to say that the masks have arrived here in Australia. And I feel very lucky that I've been hibernating here in my little country town, bumpkin country town. I've been hiding away because I knew that this event was coming. I knew that getting into nature was our solution. And I also knew that I didn't have any contacts here. I didn't have any friends or family that knew about the plot and knew why it was so important that I needed to move. So I followed that little inner voice of mine, and I was driven to move here. And it's so funny because I live on a street. It's called Soldiers Point. And I do feel like a soldier. I feel like every day I wake up, we are on the battlefield. And every day I think of, what can we do to fix this problem? What are we going to do? I mean, the masks are now here. And I will say they have been in Australia, because I don't want to discount anything that Melbourne has gone through, because Melbourne has seen the worst of it here, and Melbourne was locked down for a few months. They were restricted their travel, and I didn't know if there was a mask mandate there or not, but I did know that there was lockdowns. So I don't mean to take away anything that the Victorian and the Melbournians have already gone through, because they have already gone through this. But for me, in my little bumpkin town, this is the first time we're seeing masks. And they are very annoying to see. And especially now, because the person who just served me coffee was a young girl. And she was wearing her mask, and I couldn't hear a thing. And I had to she repeated everything. Every single thing that she said, I asked her to repeat, because I couldn't hear her. And I'm still in shock. I can't believe, I know that I'm a little bit late to the party, but you guys, the masks are really a bad thing. And we're dealing with contact tracing over here. And luckily I didn't put my name in. But we're just at the very beginning of this situation. And the end result is that they're going to be using your phone as an access into the matrix. And the matrix is everything that we have been grown up with, and what we've been taught to believe is part of our society. Well, it's actually part of a manufactured society. And that manufactured society has been created through the likes of the Freemasons. The Freemasons are the people who have organized this planet. And if you look at everything in the matrix, everything that we rely on is done through the matrix. And so if you have your mobile phone, which is your key to the matrix, well, what happens when you don't have a phone? Or what happens if you don't want to participate in the matrix or participate in the track and tracing? what are you going to do? What are we going to do? What if we don't want to bring our phones with us everywhere? So I have a great idea, you guys. And also, I will say that the phones are going to be turning into chips now. Well, not now, but they talk about this in the Bible. They talk about 666, the mark of the beast. And they talk about how people would not be able to shop, buy food, do essential things like doctor's visits and dentists without having the mark of the beast, without having a chip in you. And as we know now that chip is going to be coming through the vaccine, and the vaccine is what's going to be tracking you and tracing, and right now it is the phone, but it will eventually be inside of our bodies. And we are at a time in our life right now where knowledge is the most important thing we can do for our fellow brothers and sisters. And information is what's going to solve this problem. It's going to save us. Information is what's going to save us. And right now, every person that's wearing a mask and social distancing, they do not have the right information. And in fact, they're being lied to, and they're being manipulated through mind control. So, information is key. Information is key. So, what I think is a great idea, and what I've been working on today, is steps that we can take to educate the small businesses that are on the fence right now. They're kind of on the fence because we're going through transition. They haven't implemented their contact and tracing applications. Well, I say that they probably by now have, because it's been passed over here as a law that they have to use the scan codes and the barcodes for tracking and tracing. And as we can see, as that's unfolding on our screen right now, they want to use this to track your move. They're showing you on the news that a mystery super spreader has been identified in the mall, and he went from store 1 to store 2 to store 3 to store 4, and they've tracked him every single way, and he knows who he's been in contact with, and he knows, or not he, but the Matrix knows everything about that super spreader. And right now they're identifying, they're trying to identify the mystery super spreader so that this COVID doesn't get out of control. But we all know that the COVID does get out of control, because we already know that COVID-21 and COVID-23 and COVID-24, they're coming. It's coming. And as our premier, Gladys, said, yeah, it's not going away, folks. COVID's not going away. They strongly and firmly said COVID ain't going away. So I'm not gonna live in a world full of masks, you guys. I won't do it. And in fact, I think I'm gonna fast. I don't think I want to eat. I don't want to participate in the lie. So I think I'm just gonna stay put and fast until I get this situation under control with my idea that I'm gonna share with you right now. Because if we can share knowledge to the business owners about this situation, and we can arm the businesses with knowledge to protect their store, their shop, their business. Because can you imagine all of the businesses that have been called out as super spreader venues? They have been called out, they've been closed down, and they're probably being forced to clean probably $10,000 worth of cleaning. If you've been identified as a super spreader venue, you're likely going to have to clean. And don't forget, you're going to get that reputation of being a virus super spreader venue. Now, don't go there. They've been a super spreader. They've been identified as a super spreader. Oh, don't go there. We don't want to have that cluster be part of the transmission. We don't want chains of transmission. So, super spreader, you're going to have to shut your business down for a week. You're going to have to spend $10,000 worth of cleaning. And then if you pass our rules and regulations, then you can open. But that's not before you test every single person that comes through your shop. And that's, make sure you track and trace every single person that comes through your shop. And that is no doubt going to piss a lot of people off. I mean, for the people who are just buying into the bullshit, they're going to just keep tapping and tapping. But for the people who are awake, and soon more people will become awake because this is getting ridiculous by the day, the businesses will start to piss off the people that aren't sick. They don't want to sit home and isolate for 14 days. Because business A has been identified as a super spreader. And because I walked by business A 2 weeks ago, they're going to text me. They're going to tell me that I am now a close contact, not a casual contact, a close contact. It doesn't matter if you're a casual contact or a close contact, you're still going to have to isolate. That's what tracking does, you guys. That's what this tracking and tracing, it's not about our health, folks. This is nothing about our health. So what I want to do is, well, I'm already so close to busting out my sheriff's badge. I'm like, next time I have to go to Kohl's, I'm going to let them know who I am. I'm going to let them know what I stand for. And I'm going to let them know I will never wear a mask because it is unhealthy. And it is a form of submission. And more importantly, it's not protecting me from the super spreader virus. And I don't do things that aren't aligned to truth. And in addition to in addition to me showing this person my badge and explaining that I'm a common law sheriff, I'm an international common law sheriff, I may be short, but I am a sheriff, and I've got all the will behind me to look the shop owner in the face, in the eyes, and let them know that they are committing crimes against humanity by asking people to wear masks and putting these stickers on the ground that mean absolutely nothing. Stay safe. Keep your distance. Sit here. We got stickers on the bus that tell you where to sit. You guys, they're telling us where to sit. God, you can see my frustration in my eyes. It's just really bright right now. I think I'm going to pull up and sit down right now. But so my idea is that I'm going to go to the business owners and I'm going to bust out my sheriff's badge. But in addition to my sheriff's badge, I'm also going to print out wanted flyers. Wanted, you know all those old posters where they would say wanted? And I'm going to put every single PM's premier's face on this. I think we've got about 5 premiers here. Put their faces, their mugshots on the flyer. Put Bill Gates et al.'s mugshot on the flyer. And explain to the shop owner that we have already gone through the common law court, and bar Bill Gates, we have already identified these people that you see here on this piece of paper as thieves, as abusers, and we have already identified that they are guilty of crimes against humanity. So we will explain to the business owner that the people who are asking you to put the mask on and the stickers on the floor, those people are wanted for crimes against humanity. That little bit of information might let them know the game that they're playing. And what else I can do is, sorry, it's just getting a little bit hot here. We also need to tell the business owners that in addition to them supporting crimes against humanity, we need to let them know that the track and trace effort that they're doing is against the Privacy Act. Privacy Act Section 94H, 93 and 94H. I think I'm saying that right. I'll let you guys know what this Privacy Act states, but the Privacy Act states that they're not allowed to take any of our personal information. That is against the law to take any of our information. And so by asking to track and trace. And by asking people to give their name and their phone number, well, you are breaking the law, Mr. Shop Owner. So, in addition to you supporting crimes against humanity, you're also breaking the law. And because common law is becoming more and more prevalent in our world, people are going to start using common law to take people like you, Mr. Shop Owner, through the court system. And per their own regulations and their own legislation, the shop owner can be sued and fined. Fined for $66,000. $66,600. 666, you guys. There's the mark of the beast right there. So if the shop owner is found guilty for breaching this privacy policy, they will be charged $66,600, and they will be going through the common law court, because that will be a separate issue. Getting fined for not obeying the law is one issue, and then getting sued through the common law court is another. And we need to let the business owners know that in addition to supporting crimes against humanity, and in addition to them breaking the privacy policy, they can get sued personally, and if they don't have the money to pay up, we'll just put commercial liens on them. Commercial lien is a process that goes through the common law court where you can put people's houses up, and they can ruin people's credit, because putting a commercial lien, oh, it's so bright, you guys. Putting a commercial lien on your property will prevent you from getting loans, from moving anywhere, really. Because with a commercial lien on your house, you won't be able to get a credit, you won't be able to do much. So we can't use force in common law because we don't believe in force, and we don't believe in aggression, which is what they do. They use the jail, they use force to demand their ways. And we don't have jail. We can't put people in jail. We don't even want to, because that would be unlawful. Putting someone in jail is unlawful. And we don't do that. Instead, we start to identify people for their crimes, and we start to use tactics like commercial liens and reputation. So if these business owners are not going to follow common law, and they're not going to protect their customers' privacy, and their customers' free will to shop and to harmoniously mingle, if they're not going to do that, you guys, they're going to be called out as businesses who are supporting the lie and supporting people who have been charged of crimes against humanity. And so the business owners become the people who we want to target. And we want to use common law to show our force. And right now, the force of common law isn't very strong because, sorry folks, I got to get comfortable here. The common law force is not strong right now because we don't have jails. We don't have jails, you guys, and we don't have guns. So those are not the solution. Sorry, you guys, I'm so sorry. This is a crappy live here. We don't have the force that they do, and so we have to think of other things. And so using commercial liens and using their reputation as good citizens is how we are going to do this. And so something else that they're going to see on this little piece of paper that I hand them, in addition to the crimes and the people who are committing these crimes and the law about the privacy policy, and the 6666000 fine that they can be charged. We're going to tell them about the common law sheriffs and the importance of what it means to be a common law sheriff. And we are going to start recruiting people to take part in becoming a sheriff. There's a little process that you need to go through, and you need to be sworn in. You need to get a badge, and you need to dedicate yourself to explaining to the businesses about this knowledge that you now have about common law, about the privacy policy, and about, you know, how these businesses are participating in a bigger plan here. And so if we can get people focused on becoming sheriffs, and we can get people focused on getting these flyers out to the small businesses, we just might be able to do this. We might be able to turn the boat around. And I'm telling you, the frickin' ship has arrived. It's like overnight the ship arrived with a whole bunch of masks. And now all the mask wearers, they are wearing their masks because they are being mandated to. They will be fined if they're not wearing a mask on the spot. And that's why everyone's wearing a mask. And anyways, so it's funny because I have absolutely no fear with the cops. And I will say, when I first started working with the cops, I was scared. I was scared when they came to my door. I was also scared when I went into court. I'm not scared anymore, you guys. I am not scared one bit. In fact, I am really looking forward to going into that court. Well, no, I'm not going into the courtroom. I'm looking forward to talking to any cop that wants to find me. I'm looking forward to showing him my sheriff's badge and handing him the wanted posters and explaining to the cop that they're participating in a world of corruption. And the police officer can give me a fine. I don't care. Give me a fine. I won't wear a mask. And I think the sooner we can get people trained in common law and using these flyers to educate businesses and letting the businesses know that they are going to be sued and they are going to be fined if they follow these ridiculous rules. That's how we're going to do it, folks. We're going to target from within. We're going to educate these businesses. We're going to tell them the truth of what's happening. We're going to let them know that these stickers on the ground are rubbish. They don't do anything but create a communistic world. And I mean, you can just see the level of integration and the level of breach of privacy and just crime. I mean, besides the fact that they're having you wear a mask, they are lying to you. That's a number one crime right there. That breaks natural law. You can't lie to people. You can't freaking lie to people. Come on. Where the hell is our integrity? That's why I don't want to live in the Matrix. It's all filled with lies. So those are my solutions. Oh, and another thing, you guys, something else we need to all do is we all need to be stepping into our secret sauce. That's another thing. If we can get everybody to be standing in their secret sauce and doing what they love to do and standing in natural law, that's going to build the new earth. Because we need to build a new earth of services, products and services that don't support the mask wearing. And that's what I'm launching. That's the solutions bit that I'm launching. I love that part because finding out what people's secret sauce is That's exciting. So I'm launching Freedom Collective's Secret Sauce, which is going to be a daily show of bringing all the wonderful people on who've found out what their secret sauce is. We're going to create a database of these people, and we're going to direct people to purchase products and services from these wonderful beings that are standing in truth and who are protecting the rights of these wonderful people on the planet, the children. So if you are interested in talking to me about your secret sauce, I would absolutely love to speak with you. And I also have some more client packages that I'm going to be rolling out. And those are for people that don't know how to do video and don't know how to create websites or databases. But I've got a very reasonable package that will help put people on the map with a website and a database. That's all you need, and you need some business cards. That's how you're going to create your little database, and together we're going to share all of our contacts, and we're going to just be referring people, recommending services. So I could use some help, you guys. If you know anybody that knows how to create a proper database. Right now I'm just using Wix, and it's not really a proper database. I don't really want to get involved in setting up a database because it's too much work for me to do. I can jimmy rig it for right now, you guys. I will jimmy rig it for the time being, but eventually we're going to need somebody that knows how to do database creation so they can set up this database for us. But the Freedom Collective's secret sauce, it's all about these wonderful people who have stepped out of the matrix and have followed their hearts. And that's where I'm headed. That's where my focus is going to be. So, but for now, you guys, I'm really going to be working on this this flyer, this wanted flyer, Wanted Down Under. And if you guys are interested in being recruited for a common law sheriff, if you want to go through the academy, the Sheriff Academy, it'll take a few weeks to get, get certified and go through the process. But I think that that's a wonderful solution, because if you can imagine, if we had 1 million statutory cops and 1 million natural law cops, well, then we have choice, don't we? We can find out who is who just by identifying which law that they follow. And also, if we were to roll out 1 million cops, it dilutes the power that they have and the authority that they have. So I am so excited to be launching this, you guys, and I want you to know that this is our answer. I mean, they said it to us. They said that this is not going away. COVID ain't going away. It's going to be here for a few years. So I'm not going to wear a mask, and I think that this badge is going to give me the power that I need to explain to these people what's really happening. The badge and the flyer combined, that's going to do it, folks. On that note, you guys, it's a beautiful day outside right now. It's not raining anymore. I'm going to go and I'm going to continue my walk. I'm going to go get my sunglasses, though. And I will be back tomorrow, you guys, and I'm sending you all my love. And I just wanted to say I haven't gotten through all of my messages yet, so I'm still about a day away from getting back to all of you guys. But I want you to know that the plan is to be interviewing everyone soon. So keep that in mind, you guys. If you have never talked in front of the camera, now is the time to talk. I'm very excited to talk to you and to learn about your secret sauce. And if you're interested in becoming a sheriff, we can talk about that too. All right, you guys, I'm sending you all my love for now. See you tomorrow.